Welcome to 360 Degrees Thriving Kids Hub. Here you will find contents that nurture kids to be grounded in their identity, emotionally strong, and full of integrity, ready to impact their world. When a child knows who they are ready to impact the world. Join us on the journey.
So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So today we're going to start off. We will be discussing self-esteem. So today we are discussing self-esteem. And let's remember our housekeeping rules. We have to raise our hands before we speak, respect each other's views, stay focused, and use I, not we. And our values: listening ears, kind mouth, positive attitude, helping hands, and humble heart. Okay? Always put that at the back of your mind, that our values as empowered kids: we listen, we show positive attitudes, we have kind mouth, humble heart, and helping hands. So today I want you to say with me our affirmation today. You can unmute, or if you feel like. Today is a new chance to grow. My brain is a muscle.
My brain is a muscle.
And I am ready to learn.
And I'm ready to learn.
I will lead with my heart.
I will lead with my heart.
And learn with my mind.
And learn with my mind.
I am evolving.
I am evolving
to be my best self.
to be my best self.
Thank you. You can mute now. Okay? So today is a new chance to grow. Remember, as empowered kids, every day we grow. Every day is an opportunity for us to learn new things, to develop ourselves, to grow ourselves, so that we can do what? We can make a difference. We can improve, right? Our brain is a muscle and we are ready to learn. We will lead with our heart and learn with our mind. We are evolving to be our best self. So today's quote is, you are valuable just because you are you. So you are valuable just because you are you. So that means that it does not depend on your words. It does not depend on your grades. It does not depend on the number of likes that you receive. You are valuable just because you exist, right? Your value does not depend on your achievement. So the fact that you exist, the fact that you are brilliant champion Israel, the fact that you are flourish follower, you're brave tiara, that makes you what? That makes you important. That makes you awesome. Okay? That makes you special. The fact that you have those unique abilities, those unique qualities, makes you important, and you have to be cherished, right? So that's what I call, you are valuable. You need to be cherished. You deserve to be respected because you are you, because you exist. And we're going to kick off with a case study today, and it's about Jordan and the quiet voice inside. So Jordan was a kind and thoughtful student. He helped classmates, finished his homework, and tried his best in school. But inside of him, Jordan often thought, I'm not as smart as the others. Nobody notices me. I'm probably not good enough. These were the thoughts always running through his mind. Even when Jordan did well, he didn't feel proud. When the teacher gave compliments, Jordan thought he didn't really deserve it. Jordan's self-esteem, that means how he felt about himself, was very low. One day, the class was asked to write down 3 things they liked about themselves. Jordan stared at the paper. It felt much easier to write good things about other people than about himself. The teacher noticed and gently said, sometimes the hardest person to be kind to is ourselves. The teacher encouraged the class to practice self-talk, which means the words we say to ourselves in our minds.
You have not joined the meeting since?
Yeah, I'm trying to join.
Since that time, you have not joined the meeting, Kumi.
Please, Mel, thank you. So the teacher encouraged the class to practice self-talk, which means the words we say to ourselves in our minds. Jordan started writing new thoughts, such as, I'm learning and that's okay. I don't have to be perfect to be valuable. I matter. Over the next few weeks, Jordan practiced noticing his efforts instead of his mistakes. When something went wrong, Jordan reminded himself, making mistakes doesn't mean I'm bad. It means I'm growing. Slowly, Jordan began to feel better on the inside. He smiled more, raised his hand sometimes, and accepted compliments instead of brushing them away. Jordan didn't change who he was, but how he saw himself changed. So can you see the case study about Jordan? At first, it was, of course, it's always good, right? For most of us, when they say, oh, what do you like about maybe a friend? You say, oh, she's nice, she's kind. But when we say, okay, talk about yourself, tell me something about yourself, right? Write down something good, positive about ourselves. We feel, oh, am I really good at something? That was the case of Jordan, right? But then his teacher encouraged him and said, you know what? Look inwards. There is something special about you. There is something that matters about you that makes you what? Valuable. That when people see, they cherish, they love. And then he began to look into it. He looked inward and then he began to realize that, well, I'm still learning, but that's okay. I don't have to be perfect to be valuable, you know? And then that helped his self-esteem. That helped his self-esteem. He moved from low self-esteem, even though he's still growing in his self-esteem, but he was no longer at the level he used to be. Though he didn't change who he was to say, oh, I'm no longer Jordan, I want to become someone else. But how he saw himself changed. He began to believe in himself that I matter. I have something important to share. I have great ideas inside of me. I have potentials, right, that I could use to make a difference. So self-esteem is about how you see yourself, right? Not what others think. Others may feel, oh, you're not good. But how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as someone that deserves to be respected? Do you see yourself as someone who can make a difference, who can add value, who has brilliant ideas to share and contribute, whose drawing will make a difference, will calm the soul when they are discouraged? Okay, so how you see yourself matters. And that's what Jordan began to practice. So self-esteem is about how you see yourself. It's about how you see yourself, how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself. It's about knowing that you're special. You have special values. You have special strength. You have unique abilities. Even though you're still learning, right? Even though you're not perfect, even though you can't get those grades. But what? You are still special. You matter. You are awesome just as you are. You are beautiful just as you are. Okay? Knowing that there is no one exactly like you. And that makes you special. Those unique abilities that you have, those things that you've observed about yourself, right? That makes you special. So self-esteem is about how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. How do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Do you think you matter? Do you think you have great ideas? Then this would help you to either grow, right? Grow out of it. Say, oh, I just need to practice. I just need to improve. This will either strengthen your, how you see yourself, how you think about yourself, would either strengthen your esteem or make it weaker. Okay? So self-esteem means believing you are still valuable, even when you make mistakes. Even when you make mistakes, see yourself and say, I'm still valuable. My mistake does not determine my worth. It does not determine who I am. Okay? And so we have 4 types of self-esteem. And first one is healthy self-esteem, right? Healthy self-esteem, what does it mean? It means that you like who you are. You like who you are. So people who have healthy self-esteem, they like who they are. They cherish themselves. They believe they matter. They know that they are not perfect, but that's okay. They do not let that hold them back from going for their goals, from contributing in class, from sharing their ideas, from speaking up. So usually they will say, I'm proud of myself for trying, even though I didn't get that presentation, right? Even though that debate, I participated in debate, I didn't come first, or I'm not the winner. I still appreciate myself for trying. I'm still proud of myself for trying. Okay? Then there is low self-esteem. Low self-esteem, people like this who have low self-esteem, they don't feel very good about themselves. They might think, oh, they are not good enough. Oh, whatever they say does not matter. People don't like me. And they use words like, I won't try because I might fail. So even before they start, people with low self-esteem, they've already cut themselves off and said they can't do it. And as a result, they won't try at all. They give up easily. They compare themselves a lot. So if you see yourself comparing yourself with your friends, then you have to check it. You need to work on your esteem. Okay, that means you're within the class of those with low self-esteem. So people with low self-esteem, they give up easily. Even before they try, they had already quit because they already have that mindset of, I can't try, I can't do it. They use words like, everyone is better than me, right? That's it. Everyone is better than me. Oh, look at that. They compare themselves a lot. Then we have high self-esteem. Oh, people like this, they feel better than others. When they see others doing something, they will make fun of them and say, oh, she can't even do it. You know, they feel better than others all the time. They usually feel, oh, I can't make any mistake. I'm perfect. I'm good. I don't need to grow. What I know is what I know. That's how people with high self-esteem, very high self-esteem, they find it difficult to listen to correction. They find it difficult to listen to instruction. When people correct them, they are usually upset. They always think they are right. That's the class of those with high self-esteem. So they say words like, I'm the best. I don't need help. No, I don't need help. Say, oh, do you need help? No, I don't need your help. Please, I can do it. Right? They are too full of themselves. Those are people with high self-esteem. And we have those with growing self-esteem. And what does it mean? Those that are still learning to believe in themselves. They are building their confidence little by little. Little by little, they are building their confidence. And what does this mean? They try, even though they feel, oh, I'm shy, I'm shy, but they still try. They give in their best. Even though they are nervous, they still raise their hands to speak. They still raise their hands to contribute. They learn from their mistakes because they know from that mistake, they can grow, they can improve. And they say kind things to themselves. They use words like, this is hard, but I'm getting better. I'll keep practicing so that I can be better. I'll keep practicing so that I can be better. So for us as empowered kids, we want to be in the realm of healthy self-esteem. Healthy self-esteem, where we see ourselves, we like who we are, we believe we matter. And also some of us, we can still be in the realm of growing esteem. That means maybe we used to be in the realm of low self-esteem, but the moment we begin to believe in ourselves, we come into the realm of growing esteem. And over time, as you continue to practice, right, as you continue to give yourself, right, to improvement, to growth, you move into the level of healthy esteem. That's where we want to be, where we don't feel, oh, we don't need anyone. We don't need anyone's instructions or anyone's contribution. Oh, I don't need a friend. No, you need your friends. You need people to support you, your goal. to help you with decision making, to help you in the right path. Even though you have your values, right? You believe in yourself, but there are some decisions where you need to talk to your parent about it or your teacher and say, I want to do this. Could you please just advise me? How can I do it? Not that you don't believe in yourself, you believe in yourself, but you still need the support of your parent, of your teachers, of your mentors. Okay? You don't feel, oh, I'm perfect. I'm too perfect. I don't need anybody. Okay? So we want to be in the realm of healthy esteem, healthy self-esteem. Okay? Where we talk to ourselves to say, I matter, I'm wholesome, and I'm special. So now we're going to move into our activity. So I'm going to give each and every one of us, a question, okay? And I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to think through the question. You're going to reflect on the question, okay? Provide your answer. Think about your answer within the 5 minutes. And then each and every one of us will share how we're going to approach this scenario, okay? What you think about. You're going to answer the question for me, okay? So if you're siblings, you would look at the question together and then come up with something, okay? So I'm going to give you guys the questions as I see you on my screen, okay? So the first person I can see on my screen is Brilliant Champion Israel. So you're going to go with number 1 question. I believe you can see number 1 question. So you're going to read through. The situation is, so there is a situation, and then you're going to think about it. You're going to reflect. And then after 5 minutes, you're going to tell me your answer, okay? So Brilliant Champion Israel, your question is question number 1. Flourish Fola, your question is question number 2. Brave Tiara, question number 3. Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel, question number 4. Excellent Joseph, yours is question number 5. Okay, so just take note of your question. Within the 5 minutes, I'll be flipping back and forth. And if you want to quickly just grab your question, okay, just quickly look at it and then you think about it while I'm instructing others. Precious, question number 6. Eri and Mo, question number 7. Helpful Mercy, question number 8. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to question number 1 for Brilliant Champion Israel. Look through your question quickly within the next 1 minute. Flourish Fola as well. Look through your question. Brave Tiara, look through your question. Organize Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel. Look through your question before I flip it to the next page so that the next people can look through their question. Okay. So look at the questions as well, the scenario and the question, and then I would set my timer for 5 minutes, and then you guys have the time to look through, okay? So now I'm flipping to the next page, okay? All right. So Excellent Joseph, Precious, Eri and Mo, then Helpful Mercy. Look at your question as well. In the next 1 minute, I'm going to start my timer for 5 minutes for you to think through, and then we would begin our discussion. And during the 5 minutes as well, while you're thinking through, if you want me to show you your question again, just pop it in the chat and I will show it to you again. Okay. So now I'm going to start my timer for 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. So just pop it in the chat if you need to see your question again, okay? Brilliant champion Isra, I see your hands raised. Do you have a question?
What does healthy self-esteem mean?
So healthy self-esteem, it means that you know that you are still growing, right? You're still learning, but then you still like yourself the way you are. You believe you matter, that even though you're not perfect, that's okay. Okay? You try new things, you don't give up. Even though you make a mistake, you don't give up. Okay? So you use words like, oh, yeah, I didn't win that game, but then I know I tried my best. I'm still proud. Okay? You still feel proud of yourself for trying, right? Even though you're still learning, even though you're still trying to grow. Does that help?
Yes.
Thank you. So we have 2 minutes more, okay? One more minute. Thank you to those who are done. We're just gonna give, we have less than 30 seconds. Thank you. I see it. Ari and Mo, excellent Joseph, brilliant champion Israel. You're done. Thank you. Thank you, Brave Tihara. Good. So our time is up now. So we're gonna start our discussion. So now to brilliant champion Israel, scenario 1. Since you answered a question in class and it was wrong, some kids laughed. So what are you thinking? Right? When they did it, what were you thinking? Or how did you feel? And what would someone with healthy self-esteem say to themselves? Over to you.
They would say, I am proud of myself for trying. And even though I did not get it correct this time, I could get it correct next time.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant. Yes. Yes. I did not get it right now, but then I can still get it right. I made a mistake, and that's okay. I'm still learning, right? They could also say, oh, everyone makes a mistake, and that doesn't change who I am. I'm still who I am. I still deserve to be respected. I still know my worth. I still have a worth, right? I'm still valuable. Okay? Thank you so much, brilliant champion Israel. Okay, now to Flourish Fola. Scenario 2, some classmates are playing a game and no one invited you. How do you feel? What can you do instead of thinking I'm not good enough?
I feel that then feel okay that you could just play with other friends and then instead of saying I'm not good enough, you could say that at least I have somebody to play with.
Thank you. Yes, you can ask to join. You could approach them and say, okay, they are playing a game and they didn't invite you. You could, because your esteem, you believe in yourself, right? That you matter. You are worth playing with. You are someone that everyone would love to be with. Everyone would love to play with. That's what you believe about yourself, right? You can either walk up to them and say, oh, can I join you? And if they say no, find something else fun to do, right? Or find someone else, just like she shared. Find someone else to play with and tell yourself, I still matter. Whether they play with me or they don't play with me, I still matter. I am someone whom people would want to play with. Okay? And focus on your goals. Focus on yourself, because very soon when they see you achieving greater things, they'll be the one to walk up to you and say, I want to be your friend. Okay? So don't say because, oh, these people are not playing with me, then I'm not good. No, don't think about that. Don't let that demoralize you. Don't let that reduce your self-esteem. But believe that you matter. You are someone whom people would love to play with. Okay? Thank you, Flourish Fola. And now to Brave Tiara.
Um, I can protect my self-esteem by saying even if people think I look bad or speak funny, I know I don't look bad or speak funny. And then I would talk to an elderly person, someone that I know and trust.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, you protect your self-esteem, right? By saying, yeah, even though you are saying that I speak funny, the way I look, you know, you still have a worth. What you're saying does not define me. Okay? One person's reaction, you are only seeing me as, oh, I can't, the way I speak is because of who you are, right? It's because of your esteem. That's why you're trying to make me feel the way I speak or the way I talk is awkward, right? One person's reaction doesn't decide your worth. Tell yourself that. The fact that they look at me and say, oh, look at the way she speaks, it does not deserve your worth. Okay, and then, yeah, speak to an elderly person whom you respect, whom you trust. Okay, especially when you feel, oh, that thing is beginning to affect you, right? Or it wants to affect you. Tell an elderly person and say, this person said this about me, and I don't like it, right? And then they'll walk you through the process. They can speak to the person and say, no, you don't do that. You don't talk to other people like that. And then the person changes, okay? And then number 4, I think that was Precious. No, Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel. Number 4. Who is going? Who wants to volunteer to speak on behalf of you both?
I'll go first.
Okay.
This is Kumi.
All right,
So,
Kumi.
if someone says you did a great job to me, I'll believe them because I know I did a great job and they're not lying. My confident response would be, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll try better.
Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Excel, do you want to share yours?
If someone said that I did a great job, then I'll be like, yep, thank you for the compliment, and then I'd say that I can teach you how to do it the way I did, and I'll like offer them to, like teach them how to do it, and I would say thank you.
I'll also be proud of myself.
You also do what?
Be proud of myself.
Thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes. You said thank you. You'll be proud of yourself, right? Some people will just brush it off and say, oh, oh, really? You don't believe in themselves that they really did a great job, So thank you. I worked really hard to achieve this. I worked really hard to do it. Thank you. I'm still learning, but I'm proud that I tried. I'm proud I got the award, despite all the effort I had to put in. Appreciate it. Appreciate compliments. Okay? Don't brush it off. Appreciate compliments. And that's why we usually say celebrate yourself. When you do something great, celebrate yourself. Okay? So appreciate compliments. Don't brush it off. Thank you, excellent Excel and organized Oluwakomi. So now we move on to question 5. That should be, is it Brave Tiara? No, excellent Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, over to you. You didn't win a game or come first in a competition. What does losing mean to you and how can you still feel proud?
I will say that I tried my best and I can do better next time.
You tried your best and you can do better next time. Thank you. Thank you. So, what does losing mean to you? What does it mean?
It means that I can always do better.
Thank you. Yes, it means you can always do better. Remember when we spoke about self-confidence, where we talked about failure, that failure means first attempt in learning. It's because you haven't practiced or you don't know it. That's why it seems like, oh, you failed at it, right? So even though you're disappointed that, oh, I didn't win the game, I didn't come first, but it doesn't mean that you're not smart. It doesn't mean you can't do it, right? You will still feel proud and say, oh, I tried my best, right? But yeah, it happened that I didn't win it, right? But I can learn from this. I can grow. I can keep improving, okay? So don't feel discouraged or disappointed to keep going when you don't win something or you don't come first. But just know that what you still have an opportunity to learn from it and then become the best. Okay, so the next one, number 6. Number 6, I think that's Eri and More. Am I correct, Eri and More?
No, we are 7.
You're 7, so helpful mercy. Helpful mercy, number 6. Or is it precious?
I'm number 8.
Okay, so that's precious. Precious, number 6. We want to hear from you. You have an idea but feel shy to share it in class. What's stopping you, or what do you think could stop you? What can you do or say to encourage yourself to try?
I will feel shy or afraid, and I will, but to encourage me, I will say I can do it. And I will say
Thank,
affirmations about myself.
thank you so much. Yes, even though I feel shy, but I'll still tell myself I can do this. Right? I'll still tell myself I can do it. I'll tell myself my voice matters. As a result of that, I'm still going to share my ideas, even though I'm shy. I know my voice matters, so I'm going to share my idea. I'm still learning to speak up, but I'm still going to share my ideas. Okay. Thank you so much, Precious, for sharing. So now, Eri and Mo, number 7, you want to try something new, but you're nervous you won't be good at it. What fear do you think is holding you back, and what would confidence look like?
It would look like the fear that's holding me is probably that like I'll be scared to try it. Like if it doesn't like what if people make fun of me or like if like it's not good for me and like the confidence that would look like there would be like it would to like try something and I might be good at it.
Good, thank you. You will try something and you will be good at it. It's when you don't try, that's when it becomes bad, right? That's when it becomes difficult. That's when it becomes unachievable. Okay, does Mo wants to say something? Oh,
Uh,
okay.
she doesn't want to say anything.
Okay, it's fine. Do you want to say something, Eri?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, the fear of, oh, maybe they would say I didn't do it well, or maybe the fear of, I might not get it right, right? That might hold you back. But you know what? Tell yourself it's okay to be afraid. Trying new things can be a challenge, but then I will give it a try and I will learn as I go. You tell yourself it's okay to be new at something, but then I'm learning and I'll get better with practice. Okay. And so our last question is Helpful Mercy. She's the one helping us with that. You finish a project and feel proud, but no one notices it. No one says, oh, you did a great job. No one talks about it. How would you feel? What's that inner voice saying to you, and how can you encourage yourself? Helpful Mercy?
Well, my inner voice will say I did a good job even though no one notices. And also, I encourage myself by celebrating myself.
Thank you. That's so beautiful. Yeah. Even though no one notices it, I did a great job and I'm proud of myself. And that enough, right? You believing in yourself is enough, right? You believing in yourself, that is enough. That would be what would push you to try new things, to go for your goals. Even when people are trying to discourage you because they don't understand the vision behind it. But because you believe, you would try, right? You would go for it. And that's it. I'm proud of myself, and that's enough. I don't need people's compliment to do what I need to do, to keep trying, to grow, to improve. I don't need their compliments, right? And like she said, she's going to encourage herself by celebrating herself. Take some time out to watch a movie. If it's to get an ice cream for herself, just celebrate herself, celebrate her win. Give herself a pat in the back and say, you did a great job. You tried. Yes, they did not compliment me, but I tried. I had put in the effort, and that's it. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. Your contributions were so brilliant. Your responses, so brilliant. So, can you see that you just need to believe in yourself? You need to think about yourself positively. Speak to yourself, I matter. I am special. I can do this. The words of others does not determine my worth. Okay? The words of others, the thoughts of others about me does not determine whether I'm special or I'm awesome or I matter. I know I matter. And when you have this mindset, it helps you to keep going. It helps you to do what? To be free. To be free to speak up. Okay? It helps you to grow. It helps you to improve. It helps you to learn. Okay? So see yourself in the right way, that you matter. You are valuable. You have ideas to share. Don't let anyone bring you to the level of low self-esteem where you begin to think small about yourself. When you begin to think you are incapable, you don't deserve to be respected. Anyone can talk to you anyhow. Okay? So now for those who are in the level of low self-esteem and they're saying, oh, how can I grow? How can I come to the level? Or maybe they are in the growing their self-esteem level, right? They have growing self-esteem, and then they want to come to the level of high self-esteem. How can you grow it? Know what you're good at. Remember about self-awareness? Know what am I good at? Notice your strength, the things you do well, the things you enjoy doing, right? Like I said, you don't have to be good at everything. When you know what you're good at, keep at it. And when you know what you're not good at, can you improve it? Begin to seek for ways to improve it, right? Know what you are good at. And when you know what you're good at, strengthen it. When you know what you're not good at, how can you improve? Keep trying, never give up. Celebrate your wins. I always say this, if you observe every of our classes, we say celebrate your wins. Celebrate yourself. Even if no one celebrates you, celebrate yourself. Tell yourself, I am good that I tried my best. I'm good that I achieved it. I'm good that even though I did not get it, right? You might not always get it right. But even though I know that I tried, I'm proud of myself for trying. Remember, it is when you don't try, that's when it's a failure. But when you try, then it's no longer a failure. It has become a mistake where you can do what? You can begin to do what? To grow in practice and you get better at it. So when you think you can't try or you can't do it, that's the beginning of failure. So try, practice it, learn, have the mindset that I can do it. Okay? Don't stop at the level of I can't do it. No, give it a try and celebrate yourself. Surround yourself with good people, good friends, good relationships, supporters, people that encourage you. Okay? You finish your own work, celebrate yourself. You try something new, celebrate yourself. You were kind to someone, celebrate yourself and say, oh, wow, you did a great job by helping that person. Okay? Celebrate your wins. Be proud of yourself. And remember, surround yourself with good friends. Good friends will help you. Check your friend. Remember, know your values. That will determine your relationship, the people you work with. Okay? Surround yourself with people who cheer you on and not those who tear you down. Then lastly, no, not lastly, take care of yourself. When you take care of your body, right? When you don't take care of yourself, you don't bath, you don't brush, it will reduce your self-esteem. So take care of yourself, of your body. Take care of your mind. Relax when you need to relax. Take care of your feelings, right? Choose kindness instead of being mean. Eat healthy food. All those things impact on your self-esteem. If you don't rest well and you wake up tired, when you're supposed to sleep at 8, you're sleeping at 11. By the time you wake up in the morning, you just see yourself, you are cranky, screaming, shouting about, that would impact on your what? On yourself. When they give you something to try, you feel like, I'm so tired, I can't do it. So, but when you take care of yourself, you look good, right? You would be bold, you'll be confident in yourself, even in school. Your hair is tidy, your shoes are neat, your clothes, you are well dressed. It will help your confidence in school. When you want to answer questions, you'll be bold, you'll be courageous. But when the person doesn't take care of themselves, people can easily make fun of the person and say, oh, look at how she looks and all, right? And that definitely would impact on your esteem. So you want to grow your esteem, take care of yourself, exercise when you need to, rest when you need to, eat healthy food, and choose kindness. Make good choices, choose kindness instead of being mean. When you make good choices, it helps you to be safe. You feel happy and you are stronger inside. Okay? And lastly, always remember you are special just as you are. You don't need to change who you are to be important. You are special. Even when you make mistake, even when you're still learning, you are special. When things don't go as you planned, you are special. Okay? Remember, you matter just as you are. Okay? And in conclusion, speak kindly to yourself. The way you talk to yourself matters. Remember when we spoke about belief system? What do you see about yourself? Do you believe you can do it or you believe you can't? What beliefs do you have about yourself? Do you have limiting beliefs or empowering beliefs? So in the morning, right, this week, the assignment I have for you is that every morning I want you to look in the mirror and say one good thing about yourself. You could go to the mirror and say, I matter. I am special. I deserve to be respected. I have a worth. I have brilliant ideas. My ideas matter. Okay? Every morning, all through this week, look at yourself in the mirror and say one good thing about yourself. I am creative. I am important. I am valuable. Talk to yourself. Speak to yourself, right? Because when you speak to yourself, what you say to yourself also matters. It either empowers you or it limits you. So speak kindly to yourself. And remember, your self-esteem grows when you accept yourself and you treat yourself with kindness. Be kind to yourself. You did that work, you spelled, and the spelling was not correct. Still appreciate yourself for trying. Be kind to yourself. Don't say, I can never get it. I can never be good at it. No. But accept yourself, treat yourself with kindness, and stop comparing yourself to others. When you begin to compare yourself to others, you see that it begins to affect your esteem, and you don't want to be there. Appreciate your unique strength, your unique ability, and try even when you're unsure. Remember, try even when you're unsure. So in conclusion, believe in yourself, be kind to yourself, and always remember that you are amazing just the way you are. You are amazing just the way you are. Remember my assignment this week, every morning, I want you to look in the mirror and say one good thing about yourself. This will help your esteem. Okay? Say one good thing about yourself. Go to the mirror and say, I empower Dami. I am smart. I am brave. I have brilliant ideas. I will change my world. I am going global. My voice matters. Okay, these are just examples. Okay, so this is my assignment for you this week. Okay, so before we go to affirmation, I remember that last week, before we go there, does anyone have a question? Anyone with a question? Or anything to say? Anyone? Nobody?
No, ma.
Okay, Brave Tiara. Yep.
I said we could not ask question now.
What if you tell people like something like you're good, but then they say that like you're not, and then they don't believe you and they just like don't do anything. They just keep saying that you're bad, and you say that like even if you know that you're bad, you're like good, but they keep saying that you're bad.
You're bad. Okay, so if, for example, so if I understand correctly, you know you're good at something, but your friends keep saying, or maybe people, maybe classmates keep saying, oh, you're not good at it. They keep, saying those words to lower your self-esteem. Is that correct? Just give me thumbs up. Is that it? but then you still feel thank you. Yes, but then you still feel you're good. One thing I want to tell you is that you believe in yourself, that you're good at it. That's one great thing. Okay. So, yes, you believe that you're good. So, I want you to look at those friends, because remember, we said surround yourself with what? Positive people, good people, people that cheer you on, not people that demean you, not people that demoralize you, that are willing to reduce your esteem. So that tells you that what? You need to change your circle of friends, right? If they are your classmates, of course you can't change your classmates, right? But then I would suggest you speak to your teacher about it and tell them, this person keeps speaking to me, telling me I'm not good at this. Even though I believe in myself, but I don't want them to use those words anymore. And then, if possible, don't have anything like, don't relate with them, or don't put yourself in a situation whereby they would say such words about you. Okay? If it's possible to avoid speaking to them, right, in a situation whereby they have to bring up that matter, then try as much as possible to avoid it. Okay? So speak to an adult, your teacher, about it. If it's your mom as well, you can tell her, and then she goes to the school and then talk about it with the principal. Okay, but don't let that affect you. Keep believing in yourself. Okay, keep believing in yourself. Don't let that affect your esteem. Talk to an adult about it and try as much as possible to avoid situations whereby they would say such things about you. Okay, if it's possible not to discuss with them in scenarios like that, then please don't do it. Speak to other people that believe in you as well. Remember our values. You relate with people whose value matches your value, not people who have differing values as you or opposite values as you. Okay. All right. Creative area and brave more.
But what if they keep like saying it and like the principal or the teachers don't like believe you and like they don't want to listen to you?
Like when you share your complaints, they don't want to listen to you. Have you spoken to mommy about it? Let
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah. So speak to mommy about it, then let mommy have a discussion with them.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. But then, like I said, don't stop believing in yourself. Okay. Don't stop believing. Don't let whatever they say affect your esteem. Keep believing in yourself. But then we now need to address the situation. So let your parents know about it. Then they will visit the school and then have this addressed. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. So as we wrap up, Flourish Fola, do you have your award? She said she has an award to show us. So I don't know if she has it here with her to show it to us. Flourish Fola, do you have it?
Yeah, but I'll go get it really quickly.
Okay. And so while she's trying to get it, I want us to say affirmations together. So 1, 2, go. I don't have to be the best at everything to be my... Okay, let's take it again. I don't have to be the best
I
at
don't have to
everything
at everything
to be my best self.
to be my best self.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am growing.
I am growing.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
So let's take it again. I don't have to be the best at everything
I don't have to be the best at everything
to be my best self.
to be my best self.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am growing.
I am growing.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Thank you, everyone. Flourish Fola, are you back? Okay, so do you want to show us now?
Thank you. Finally.
Okay, just show us in the screen. Just raise it up. Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Can everyone see? So let's just give Flourish Fola a clap and say congratulations. Congratulations, Flourish Fola. Greater heights in Jesus' name. You do great things. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, everyone. It was nice seeing your faces. Thank you for the contributions. And remember, you matter, okay? You matter. You are valuable. You are special. Don't let anyone's word make you feel less of yourself, okay? So have a lovely week, and I will see you next week. Take care and bye for now.
Bye.
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 Bye.